Hello, ladies and gentlemen. GreatTaz here once again, and welcome back to another World of Tanks replay. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click that notification bell from occasional to always to get instant notifications of all my new uploads. And let's get this battle rolling on 3, 2, 1. Let's roll out. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and here we are with another World of Tanks replay. Today we're going to watch Minato Shinguri play in the AMX AC MLE 48. This is a Tier 8 French TD, and when you have the top gun, 120, it is an autoloader. It's a 3-round. Now, this is a tier 10 game, and it is on, Malakanova? Murovanka. It was one of the mem ones. Anyways, and we're going to watch Minato here. Minute 80. We'll just call him Min. Play this game out. Alright. With new patches, the 1.6 patch was earlier this week. Matter of fact, midweek, and right when the on track changed, and now since they've forced everyone to basically go ahead and download the stinking game center, it screws things up because you auto update, and when you go to try and find replays on Watt Replays or Watt Records. You come along to the point of, oops, this is not going to be good. He's going to take that shot. Ooh, that bat chat really waited a while to shoot. But it did get 2 rounds into the bat chat, which is, bat chat and an email. So it did get 2 shots off into the bat chat, which is nice. The first shot did miss, which spotted him. But anyways, it comes up with a lot of new challenges. They basically made it where you can't have the game unless you have the game center, which I've always thought is really a crap program. Yeah, it's nice in concept, but really it's not needed because all the Wargaming games actually have their own launchers. And you really don't need a game center launcher because all the information that's in the game center is also on each individual launcher for the game. So it's just, and now it auto updates. You can't view replays of older versions unless you have an older version on your hard drive, and you can't have, and the game center doesn't allow you to have an older version on your hard drive because it wants to, instant you open it, it wants to update it. So ooh, nice 2 shots on the email and then 1 shot into the ISM, getting 2 quick kills there. That was a really good setup. Now it looks like he's going to move back to my ramp. We'll just watch it because there's not, excuse me, this is early morning for me recording. There's not really much to really say about this tank. It's a really decent tank. If you can get it into a good hidden position, that's the big problem. It is a really long tank destroyer, so you really don't have. Going to take a shot. Ooh, that was a lucky bounce off the T-34. He's getting some good bounces. But then again, he has only taken 3 shots, 1 from our bot chat, 1 from an Emil, and 1 from the T-34. And he is getting some lucky bounces here. So, the Foch line, which includes the AMX AC MLE 48, actually the AMX AC MLE 46, which is a non-loader version of basically the 48, and the Foch B and the Foch are both all really good tanks. They can put out really good dirt burst damage, and all I gotta say is Mina's freaking team is just decimating the enemy team. They really don't stand a chance there. They really haven't. And it doesn't look like Mina's going to get a lot more damage in. So, but we're going to speed this up just a little bit just to see. See if he can get into range. I mean, all that's left is the Foch B. And unfortunately, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately for him, he did not. And as you can see, he's running the red line. He did a really good job. So let's go ahead and check out our stats right over at WhatReplays.com today. So, and with everything's just gotten crazy anymore. OBS doesn't like to look at certain things like browsers anymore, so you got to do a screen capture, which makes things a little more difficult. So a lot of little technical issues going on. Here's late. You'll hear maybe hear some other people talking about the same thing, and especially your lower level people aren't super into it or just do videos for themselves. But anyways, I digress. Like you said, got ace tankers, which was good, and fire for effect. Didn't get any heroic medals, but that's perfectly fine. Sometimes you just don't. Sometimes you just can't get it. All right. Now he was second in damage, only beat out by the Jagdpanzer E100 here, and even the Jagdpanzer E100 didn't get high caliber. So that means the damage was pretty well spread out, as you can see here, from a low from their email 1951 of 461 to the Jagdpanzer E100 3,551. So everything was pretty well spread out. I mean, his team only lost 3 tanks compared to the 15, so it was kind of a raffle stomp. In turn, he did have the most XP overall, and the 1171 is what got him the ace tanker. This is 1100 to 1150 for ace tanker. It's not really a heavily played tank, and this is the first time it's been on track in a while. So that's going to be low, and in the beginning of the on track is when you're really going to want to try to get into this if you want to get your ace tanker in it. Sometimes it's easy to get this 1100, sometimes it's really thinking hard. It all depends on the map and the team composition. So, and considering WNA in this is based primarily on damage, you got to be able to do a lot of damage. So sometimes you have to be slinging those premium rounds. He did fire 12 shots. He only missed 2 of them, and out of those 12 shots, he did hit 9 of them. So that's 75% hit rate, damage pen rate. So that's pretty good. 3,000 damage, over 1,000 of it is from long range. He blocked 760, which is kind of hard sometimes in the Foch line. Even though it's highly sloped, it's only like freaking 60 to 80 millimeters frontal, so still things seem to pen it like it's going out of style, at least for me. He got 987 in assistant damage, which is really nice. It's a really short battle, as you can see here. Again, with the time of destruction, he didn't die, and that's something goofy with Watt replays here. Alright, so it was with the premium account, so he started off with 32,586. Again, this is Watt replays.eu, and it doesn't show everything the way it should. And he did spend a little bit here. Didn't spend a whole lot in credits. He didn't fling any premium rounds, and this you can fling premium rounds pretty quick in this, considering it's a 3-round autoloader. So it did end up with $3,000, over 30 grand in credits, and then got some decent experience here. It looks like he had personal reserves, which was like, looks like calculated out. It's about 150% of what this is. But then again, remember, this does not show also the bonuses that you get from premium account either, because it doesn't read it as little as the end game does. So overall, I really think Minna did a really good job here. Took up a really good position, and as you can see here, spotted 6 tanks on his own. So he got all that spotting. A couple more, he would have got spotter, He got quite a bit of spotting assistance. I mean, he was the first one to spot 66 tanks. Excuse me again. So he got into a really good position, a Murovanka, for a TD. And it's better for a TD that has a high camera rating. And these are basically in your 15 to 20 zone. Anything over 20 is really good. So, with that all being said, I'm just gonna get running. This is a short battle, and I ranted a little bit about the game center, a little bit about how OBS is not working correctly with browsers and stuff, and things are come to a little more difficulty to make videos. So especially with these the Fosh B on track right now, because there's not a lot of. This was the only one I could find, and I couldn't really get. Or I played a few matches. I played 25 matches before I gave up on it, and my win ratio was 6 to 20, or yeah, no, 26 matches, and my win ratio was 6 wins, 20 losses, so it's 26 battles. I did really good. Just really bad teams. Um, so I just had a really bad day. So I gave up and got back on real early in the morning and found this, and I figured I might want to get this done before before too long. So with that all being said, don't forget to like. I really do hope you like this video. It's don't think to deserve it. You know what to do. If you're not a subscriber, please take a moment to subscribe. Always trying to climb up there. And I do these weekly. On the Sundays, I always get the 8, 9, and 10 of all the North American on tracks. So sometimes I have a difficulty. Sometimes it may come in a day or two late, just for some difficulties, and depending on life situations, because there's a lot going on. So with that all being said, I'm going to get out of here. This is GreatTaz signing off, saying see you back here again soon.